See, I addressed Kandi first. I told her I did my part. I was trying to be your friend. I showed up to the Broadway plays. I was there for your single plays. I was there even when you did the Essence cover. I guess that triggered her. Cause she started that crying thing.
Yo, Latasha is dragging her sister and Kandi for the filth. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She then stopped recording that gospel album and got down into some things. She is addressing the elephant in the room. And the first thing she is saying is that she did not steal $30,000 from her sister Tamika, and she is waiting for the apology. Y'all have got to watch this video on the Neighborhood Talk. I don't know if she posted it on YouTube. I don't know if this was some type of, I don't see it on live, but baby, let me tell you something. The only reason I'm not going to play it here is because she also inserts clips from the show as well as their first show, but I'm going to give you a summarization of what she had to say. Now, she goes into this whole thing about really wanting an apology for her sister because basically she's trying to make a claim that her sister is a known liar. Because what she does is she refers to Latasha, she refers to Tamika lying about Kandi and Jermaine Dupri. And she brings up clips of Tamika saying that she was telling an untruth to Kandi during an episode where they were on Watch What Happens Live from years ago. Then she goes in, she shows a clip of Tamika apologizing to Kandi during one of their concerts. Y'all remember that? So she's like, I want the same apology. Boom. But as I stated earlier, Latasha, did you get your 30,000? Because again, if you got your 30,000, wouldn't you be the least bit curious about, dang, what happened to my sister's 30,000? Like that would seem to be the natural reaction for me, but whatever. We're going to move right on along. So she goes into next, she's going to address Kandi. So she says that she addressed Kandi when they all got together and had their little, that Ponderosa, I guess, at Tiny's house. She said that she addressed her issues with the group, but those issues were conveniently left out of the show. She says first she addressed Kandi because she was like, I have supported you. I have come to your Broadway shows. I have come to your magazine cover shoots. And then she said, Kandi started doing that crying thing she do, And y'all know Kandi do, when she get a little misty-eyed and teary-eyed when she get mad, you know what I'm saying? I think it's just something that happens when she gets frustrated. She just, get to crying. But the way she did that little crying thing, baby, let me tell you something. She's going in this video, okay, and pulling clips and examples and all kind of things. And apparently there was some show that she's alleging that there is some show that she and Tamika ended up doing that Tiny and Kandi were demanding that they also be paid for, yet they weren't there. And that Kandi, she alleges that Kandi was not going to come back and perform with the group unless she got paid for the show for which she was allegedly not there. Baby, it is getting crazy and it is just getting messier and messier. Then she goes on to say, she points out a clip from Kandi's Speak On It where Kandi runs down the list of songs where, she sings lead because Latasha had said something about, Kandi had an issue when she was singing lead. And Latasha clarifies it's not that Kandi had an issue about the amount of times that she was singing lead. It was that she had an issue with Latasha specifically singing lead. She even goes on to allege that one point in time, she ended up confronting Kandi when Kandi was outside crying with Jermaine Dupri, she said Kandi was looking crazy, and it was because Kandi was upset because Latasha was singing lead. Baby, let me tell you something. These issues with Escape just run a little too deep. And until they go to some type of therapy or something like that, I only think Ayanla can fix this one, because I feel like this is getting to the point, and they're going to continue going, because I think it's some more stuff that's about to come out in these next couple of episodes that I feel like the damage is going to become irreparable. And I just really honestly don't even see a way or a future for them to come back together, nor would I almost even really feel like they would want to at this point, especially because I kind of feel like, listen, everybody got a right to say what they want to say. Apparently, Kandi, Tamika, and Tiny have their side, and Latasha is gonna have her side. And somewhere in the middle lies the truth of everybody's perceptions. So we're gonna have to wait and see how these things play out. But I'm gonna tell you, in the next couple of weeks, just like I told y'all about Drew and Ralph, more is going to come out. All we got to do is sit back and watch and see how things turn out. But I want to direct you guys over to another story real quick. So I have been watching Ultimate Girls Trip all day and trying to film reviews for each episode, which literally took all day for me. And I have not been able to study. I'm like, it's so much going on. So Quad, let's talk about Quad. Now, we had seen photos of Dr. Heavenly's recent event, which was filmed. We saw, I think it was Dr. Jackie there. Toya was there. I think Letitia was there. That's Dr. G's fiance. They're not married yet, are they? I didn't think they were married. I think they're still just engaged. But anyway, if I was them, I would save it for the show. But anyway, and Phaedra was there. But we haven't seen anything with Quad. And I remember in Dr. Heavenly's video, she said, we haven't heard much about Quad. Well, now we know why we ain't heard much about Quad. So someone said, and this is from Housewives of ATL, so shout out to them. Someone asked Quad, are you back this season? The people wants to know, and I am the people. So Quad responded and says, I was asked back, but we're still working through the details of my contract. Then she also said, I was asked back this season and would love to return, but I haven't signed yet. We are still working through the details of my contract, so we will see. So in my mind, I'm wondering, like, is this a sort of bargaining, negotiation strategy type situation? Everybody has to kind of go through this whole contract period. But I'm wondering, is she wanting more money? Because I would almost wager to believe that she would want more money because of the simple fact that Dr. G and his fiance are coming on, and they would be banking on that there being some level of drama betwixt that threesome right there. Not that they're a threesome, but y'all know what I'm saying. So in my mind, I can see, whereas if I'm Quad, oh, you bringing back my ex and his new fiance, clearly, and you bringing in Phaedra. Okay, cool. Phaedra's my friend, so obviously that's an end for Phaedra, but it looks like Phaedra that made her way in via Dr. Heavenly, based on the way it looked like Phaedra was a part of that panel. But if you bringing in my ex, yeah, I'm gonna want some more money too. I mean, it only makes sense, for real. But that budget might be blown a little bit, because you can imagine that Phaedra gonna want a pretty penny to participate. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but I only feel like y'all need to give Quad what she want, because she is a connected piece of this puzzle, especially given that her ex is on there with his new fiance, and you have Phaedra on there. You're going to need to give Phaedra that connective person to really make the story complete. And I think that Quad knows that, and that would be her bargaining chip. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Let me know what y'all think about this Escape thing, because it honestly, like I said, Tasha is firing back, and she is not holding back. Okay. So when we see some more news, we'll definitely pop off and let you guys know. But otherwise, I will catch you in the next video.
So, Desiree Davenport, what are you hoping to accomplish with this show?
Honestly, I've lost everything in the most horrible way possible. And listen, I want it all back. I'm willing to build it piece by piece, and I mean brick by brick.
Oh, honey, she is done. I bet you a Birkin she doesn't last all season with us. Just watch.
I'm Misha Hill, and I'd like to consider myself the matriarch of this dynamic group of ladies. I mean, someone has to keep them under control.
I'm Davita Delaney.
I mean, I think I could teach these ladies a thing or two about how to get and keep a good man.
They said she was a gold digger. She ain't hear that from me.
I'm just really looking forward to being surrounded by other empowering bosses.
Yes, I know exactly what she's doing. And if she keep playing in my face, I'm gonna have to let her all her dirty little secrets just like she did to me. And I'm not playing.
Let's get this straight. If I brought you into this circle, I just as easily can take you out. She ain't running nothing over here, okay? She needs to be worried about running that household and worried about why that husband of hers is never at home.
Oh, hell.
Ooh, child, this is about to be a mess.
Oh my God, I hate mess. What in the world did I get myself into?